An 80-kilometer land barrier in Panama blocks global trade, forcing maritime cargo into a perilous 13,000-kilometer detour around Cape Horn. This barrier is treacherous because Panama is bisected by an 85-meter continental divide. Excavating a sea-level canal through these 80 kilometers requires removing 200 million cubic meters of rock, a volume far beyond conventional earth-moving capacity. France tried copying its Suez success, but dry sand holds a cut, while Panama receives 15 times more rain. 3 meters of tropical precipitation supersaturates the rock, destroying shear strength and triggering fatal landslides. Under intense tropical saturation, collapsing shale fills the excavation faster than machinery can dig, definitively dooming the sea level approach. Confronting this failure, engineers abandoned the sea level approach and harnessed Panama's relentless rainfall instead. By damming the torrential Chagres River, impounded runoff created Gatún Lake, an elevated reservoir 26 meters above sea level. This massive artificial body of water converted 33 kilometers of mountainous jungle into a navigable aquatic highway. Yet, bridging ships between sea level and this elevated lake creates severe hydrostatic challenges. A single 26-meter gate would suffer catastrophic pressure. Engineers therefore divided the ascent into 3 manageable 8.7-meter locks, creating a stable, terraced liquid staircase. To fill these chambers without turbulent currents damaging vessels, water cannot pour from above. Instead, subterranean culverts feed 14 floor ports. Natural hydrostatic pressure pushes water upward uniformly across the lock floor, lifting immense ships without using a single mechanical pump. This mechanism relies on communicating vessels. Unequal water heights generate natural hydrostatic head. Opening subterranean valves lets gravitational potential energy drive inflow upward until water levels perfectly equalize. Once balanced, the pressure differential reaches zero, allowing immense steel miter gates to swing open with minimal mechanical resistance and zero pump energy expended. Through this triple-tiered gravity system, ocean freighters scale the mountains step by step. Subterranean conduits flood each chamber, while electric track mules provide precise lateral alignment. In 3 seamless stages, ships rise 26 meters above sea level to safely enter Gatún Lake. Navigating at this 26-meter summit allows ships to sail across 33 kilometers of lake and the terraced Culebra Cut, bypassing millions of tons of impossible rock excavation through the continental divide. To reach the Pacific, gravity reverses the process. By draining water downhill through subterranean culverts, the vessel descends through Pedro Miguel and Miraflores locks in 3 controlled stages, returning safely to sea level without consuming any mechanical pumping energy. Although gravity powers this descent, it carries a hidden ecological cost. Contrary to popular belief, locks never pump seawater uphill. Each ship transit flushes 52 million gallons of pristine freshwater directly into the oceans. Why does this summit reservoir never run dry? The reservoir survives because the surrounding tropical rainforest acts as a massive hydrological sponge. Over 3,000 square kilometers of watershed capture torrential rainfall, feeding the Chagres River basin. Because annual precipitation naturally exceeds total lockage discharge, the ecosystem recharges the canal continuously without artificial intervention. During severe dry seasons, 3 lateral water-saving basins capture and store 60% of chamber drainage, reusing water entirely through gravity to protect transit capacity against drought. At global scale, this gravity-driven artery transforms international commerce. 14,000 ships annually bypass the 13,000-kilometer Cape Horn detour, funneling 5% of all maritime trade through an 80-kilometer shortcut. By lifting ships 26 meters onto an elevated aquatic bridge, engineers bypassed millions of cubic meters of impossible excavation. This continental crossing operates entirely on gravitational potential energy, requiring zero mechanical pumps and sustained perpetually by rainforest hydrology. The Panama Canal conquered the Continental Divide, not by carving down to sea level, but by turning water into a bridge to float right over it.